Monday. I wanted to come in here and chat with you because it feels like it's been forever since I've come in here and seen you guys live. And so I wanted to come in here and just chat with you really quickly about something I have been sharing about over on the savingdollarsandscents.com blog for the last couple weeks, and that is how to have a no-spend challenge. So, but first I'm going to go ahead and add the link to this live so that you can go over there when I'm done and grab the free printable that I am giving away to everybody. It has 31 days of activities and ideas and things that you can do that are 100% free. They do not cost a thing, and so that is really going to be helpful to have if you decide to take on the no spend challenge now or at any time in the future. So let me just rush over there, excuse me, and add that link so that you guys can grab it. And let's see. So I'm curious to know if anyone has ever done a no spend challenge before. And if you have, can you just hit the like button or the heart button or leave a comment below letting me know. Have you ever attempted to do a no spend challenge before? Okay, I got that link added, so if you want to grab the printable now or after this video. I'd rather you wait till after the video. So I will be honest, the very first time I ever heard the phrase no spend challenge, it sort of struck a little bit of panic in me. I mean, the idea that you're not going to spend any money, it just didn't seem realistic, especially in the world that we live in where you're definitely got to spend money, right? Every single day, practically, we're spending money on something. And so I wanted to really talk about what a no spend challenge was so that you would understand that it's not really that you're not spending any money at all, because we are. So saving money is probably a goal for many of us. I know it's a constant goal for us here. And so one of the things that can make it really hard to consistently achieve that goal is our spending habits. So those old habits are kind of hard to break, and one of the best ways to break those old spending habits is to do a no spend challenge. Let's see. So the basic concept is just as the name suggests. You're going to spend no money on things that are not essential. And it's only for a period of time. So it sounds hard, but it's only for an amount of time, and you get to choose how long or how short of a time you're going to run your challenge for. And so basically what you're going to do is only spend money on necessities. What you're going to gain from this experience might surprise you. Some of the benefits are much more than just saving money, which is obviously the main reason most people do it. But I'm going to share with you some more benefits that you'll get that you might not have thought of before. So what is a no spend challenge exactly? What are we doing? What are we even talking about here? A no spend challenge can be any length of time. Common time frames include a weekend or a month or a couple weeks. Some people have even done it for a year, which is just kind of crazy to me, but I guess it's doable for some people. I don't know. Okay. You get to decide how long you want the challenge to be, depending on your goals, what you're trying to achieve by doing the no spend challenge, and there are many reasons to take on a no spend challenge. So for me personally, I like to do a no spend challenge anytime that I start to feel like my spending is getting a little out of control. I'll notice it like when I'm at the grocery store and I'm just tossing things in my cart without even looking at the price. Or I stop at the gas station to get gas and I grab a protein bar or something that I could have probably brought from home if I would have thought ahead of time a little bit. Eventually I'm stopping and grabbing coffee every single day, that kind of stuff. So when I start feeling myself spending more than normal, that's when I want to do a no spend challenge. It's also good for getting back on track after you've spent a lot of money on a large purchase, or if you want to save money for an upcoming vacation or to pay out down any kind of debt. Maybe you want to just pick up some better spending habits, and the no spend challenge is a really great way to adjust your spending habits. Those habits are hard to break, especially if you've been having the same relationship with money for a very long period of time. So like I mentioned earlier, there are a lot of benefits to a no spend challenge. You get a sense of what your financial habits are and what you really value when you go through a no spend challenge, because suddenly you are forced to really decide if something is a need or a want. And that seems like a basic concept, something we should have probably learned when we were in elementary school. But for me, I don't know, after a while, that daily stop for a coffee, it feels like a need. It definitely feels like a need. So when I do a no spend challenge, it gives me the opportunity to really focus on where I'm spending my money, why I'm spending that money, and if there's a way that I could get around not spending that money. So the challenge forces you to focus on every single penny and just really think, could I live without that item for a small amount of time? I like to say that a no spend challenge is an opportunity to really experience a short amount of pain for a really large gain. So, and you're going to develop a discipline that's going to become like second nature to you. And you'll begin to see things like what you're buying, no matter how big or how small. You're going to start questioning yourself, is this something that I really need, or is this something I could do without? Is this something I really want to spend that money on, or can I find a better way to get the same thing free or for less money? So refraining from spending for a period of time gives you the ability to see what is possible. And like I said, this is just for a specific period of time. I'm not expecting you to be a no spend challenger for the rest of your life. So having that in the back of your mind and knowing that it's just for a little while, it makes it easier to discipline yourself to not spend. You're going to become more accustomed to weighing your options and making better financial decisions for you and your family. So another benefit obviously is that you're going to save money, and you get to decide what you want to do with that money at the end of your challenge. Maybe you were saving to go on a vacation, or maybe you just want to add it to your savings account so you have an emergency fund. That way the next time something pops up, and we all know that those things just always are popping up, you won't be so caught by surprise if you have a little bit of money set aside to deal with them. So here's how it works. It's really pretty simple. The first thing you're going to want to do is decide for you and your family, how long do you want your no spend challenge to go for? A weekend is really good if you just want to get an idea of where your spending values are, and how much you're spending on frivolous things that you maybe could do without. It really helps you to find new ways to save on entertainment and other luxuries. And since it is just for such a short amount of time, it's very easy and very doable. You may wish to challenge yourself for a week or longer. I always like to do a couple weeks at a time to really get at the root of my bad, poor spending habits. It'll help you have more lasting changes that you can take into the future after the spending challenge is over. And I know a lot of people might be thinking, this is a terrible time to do a no spend challenge with the holidays are just around the corner and you know we're all going to be spending. But I would say this is the perfect time to do a no spend challenge, because it's going to give you the opportunity to really hone in those bad spending habits before you are in the holiday shopping season. And every single thing, every single deal, I post a lot of great deals here during the holiday shopping season, but I am not buying all of those deals. It is going to give you the skills that you need to really know how much money you want to spend, to learn how to really decide, do I want to spend my money on that, or is there a better option somewhere else? And so I think now is the perfect time before we are all caught up in the holiday hustle and bustle. I'm planning to start one today. In fact, we are not leaving the house today, and we are not getting our coffee today like we normally would do. And on a side note, if you decide that you're going to do the no spend challenge as well, I would love to come alongside with you and hear about how it goes. We talk about this kind of stuff all the time in the Saving Dollars and Cents Facebook group. And so you're welcome to come and join us over in that group. I'm going to add the link to it right now really quick so that you can just follow us right over there. And I would love to hear how the No Spend Challenge is going for you. And I would love to hear your tips and tricks, anything that you've learned along the way as well. Because I am always learning, just like you. All right, so I just added the link to the group if you want to go and jump into that group and see what's going on over there. It's a lot of fun. But back to the No Spend Challenge. You're going to discover that what your relationship is with money. And that can be difficult because when I was first doing this years ago, I realized that I didn't have the best relationship with money, even though I thought I did, even when I thought I did. So it's kind of a neat thing to go through. Clearly, this is not going to be about spending no money because you have to spend money. That's just the way of this world, right? We need money to survive. You're going to have to decide what you're going to allow in your No Spend Challenge and what you're going to prohibit. And it's going to be different for all of us because we all have different circumstances in our lives. So necessities like housing and gas and groceries and utilities and phones are totally fine, but you might want to reconsider entertainment and stopping for different things at the store. You're going to be surprised that stopping for that latte on the way to work or grabbing a snack out of the vending machine every single day, those couple dollars here and there add up really quickly. And when you're setting the money aside that you would have spent on those things at the end of the month or at the end of the week or even at the end of the weekend, you're going to be surprised by how much money you have that you can now do something really great with. You can put it aside for a vacation. You can pay off a debt because that's the goal, is to get rid of all our debt. Or ultimately, you can add it to your savings account so that you have an emergency fund to deal with the emergencies that are always going to come your way throughout life. I'm personally going to set my money aside to use as part of my Christmas spending budget. That way, I'm getting a jump start on all of that kind of stuff as well. I also want to make sure that you knew this is just a complete overview of the No Spend Challenge. Over the last couple weeks on Saving Dollars and Cents, I have shared articles about all kinds of things that will help you have a successful No Spend Challenge. We have articles on how to change your money mindset if you find that your relationship with your finances are not where you want them to be. We have articles on success tips so that you can have the most successful No Spend Challenge. We also have tips on how to avoid the pitfalls that are going to come your way and try to derail your No Spend Challenge. Creative ways to get the things that you need that don't require, or the things that you want without spending any money, which is always great, and they're legal. We shared how to deal with negative people because, to be perfectly honest, some people are going to think you're strange, and that's okay. Maybe you are, because the rest of the world doesn't ever stop to even consider their relationship with money and how they're overly spending or where they're frivolously spending or just kind of reeling all that crazy excess spending in. And so, yeah, you might be strange. And those negative people, they're going to be trying to get you to come and hang out with them. They're going to want you to come and, spend your money with them and have fun. And you used to do it, so why not now? And all those things. I'm also sharing how to stay motivated, how you can get free entertainment so you don't have to spend to have a good time, and free gifts, and also how to deal with emergencies during your No Spend Challenge. Because if your washer or your dryer break or your car breaks down or something like that, those things are emergencies and need to be dealt with. So that is all. I am really excited. I hope that you will challenge yourself, whether it's now or in the future, to do your own little No Spend Challenge. I would love to hear if you've ever done a No Spend Challenge and how it went for you. I would love to hear your tips and your ideas on how to get through a No Spend Challenge successfully. And don't forget to go and check out that link. Scroll down to the bottom of that post where I have a free printable for you with 31 ideas that you can use that are all free. And also at the very bottom of that post is all of the articles that I mentioned, the staying motivated and all those things at the bottom. Hey! So have a great day, you guys. I will be back in here again soon. I missed y'all.